Welcome to this special edition of the Joel Blake Business Show here on Business Birmingham TV. It's Black History Month and it's also World Mental Health Day. So today is going to be an amazing opportunity for us to really delve into the other side of business. The more diverse, the more inclusive, the raw, the uncut, arguably the much more authentic side. And today is going to be a real opportunity for me to, how can I say it? Keep it 100. And I really want to do that today with our special guest. This young man is someone who is trailblazing, pioneering, and changing the way in which organizations work with young people, support young people, and help create a better social impact. And there's no better place than being here in EY offices, smack bang in the middle of Birmingham City Centre. And without further ado, I would like to introduce Yeshua Carter.
Amazing.
How are you doing, How are you doing? You well?
I'm very well, man. Thank you for having me on the show.
I know we were just talking outside before the show started in terms of the journey that many young people go through in our city and how, as a city, the diversity and the very fabric is changing because of the next generation of young people coming through. And I would say, sir, that you are definitely one of those young people who is certainly leading the way. And so what I want you to do, if possible, is just share with the audience who you are, why you are a trailblazer, and where is that trail going to go?
Trailblazer is a big word. I'm humbled that you utilize it. But so lovely to meet you, and thank you for having me on this show. So my name is Yeshua Carter. I come from a city called Birmingham, from a small little town called Smethwick. Where do I start? 25 years old, but this is, I guess, the pinnacle of where I am at the moment. But I started my career at a tender age of 19 years old, just before my 20th birthday. I segued from higher education, so came straight out of college doing everything creative that you can think of. So creative writing, drama, music. I wanted to be the next Denzel Washington. That's what I tell everybody. Like, I wanted to go into acting, and you probably would have saw my face on the billboard because I was quite good at it. But then I guess I came to this challenging moment where I recognized that it's not going to be that easy just coming out of college and going into the creative space like that. So I said to myself, Yeshua, what is your purpose? And I think that was a defining question that really made me realize that I don't want to just work for money. I don't want to just work for self-gratification. I want to work to bring change to the places I go to the communities that I'm around. So by the grace of God, I had the opportunity to come into EY as an apprentice. And ever since then, it's been such an unconventional, non-linear journey, but just to keep it really concise, started in 2018 as an apprentice. And whilst I was kind of going through my apprenticeship, I said to myself, this isn't enough. Yeah. Like, I don't want to just work to fulfill the job specification and just to be an executive assistant. That was the title at the time. And I said, okay, I looked around and I'm like, I'm in the heart of the Birmingham city centre.
Yeah, the heart of the business district.
I'm at the heart of it. There's so much things going on. What can I do to make a difference? And this is why I set up EY Outreach. And just to conclude here, EY Outreach is a social value offering that operates across the UK and I, where we support government and infrastructure markets, so policing, Ministry of Justice, devolved and local authorities, by providing consultancy advice to develop early intervention strategies utilizing creativity. So to make it simple, we just support young people away from negative outcomes through creativity.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
Not just the fact that you came into an organisation such as EY and wanted to make a difference, them giving you the space to make the difference, and then you've now catapulted that into a national programme working with some amazing partners that is making a difference. I think nothing more can be said about the importance of that, especially for our young people. Not just in Birmingham, but across the country.
Most definitely.
And using creativity as a way of doing that is superb, because many of our young people have those creative skills and often feel that those skills are not relevant in the workplace. Or they take it into the normal type of jobs where creativity is welcomed. But you've proved that many young people have a range of skills
Most definitely.
that they could use in many environments. But what is it about working in a corporate space that has enabled you to feel that you can deliver on the outcomes that you're trying to achieve for young people?
I think when we look at the sphere of influence that corporate spaces have, not only within the working world, but within the communities, I recognize that actually there's so much more we can do on such a incremental level. So it's like, yes, we're working with the largest organizations and we're helping advise the way that they do their business, but what are we doing to support Little Aston or Little Smethwick or the smaller kind of spaces around us? So I think from a corporate point, EY's slogan is building a better working world, and I always said, well, we need to start from the heart and where we're at. So it was just really important and paramount for me to kind of come into EY and say, okay, well, I've got friends who I've grown up with who have been to prison, who have been impacted by knife crime, who are probably the people who are perpetrators of it. What are we doing to help shift the narrative? How can we support these young people to allow and enable them to see their talent? So I think this is where I said, okay, I saw so much skills within the corporate area, and I said, let's build a bridge, let's create the gap, let's fill the gap, I should say, between the corporate space and these communities.
I think there's something so powerful in a lot of what you've just said there, but I think one of the massive things that we often miss with young people is that they go through challenging environments and they make wrong decisions.
Yeah.
But at the essence of those decisions are core skills,
Yes.
which are actually transferable into the world of business.
Yeah.
You know, emotional resilience, entrepreneurship, social engagement skills, arguably selling and sales and marketing skills, right? But I think we often write off young people because of the environments and the backgrounds they come from.
Yeah.
And as someone born and bred in Birmingham myself, I've seen that firsthand also. And so I really resonate with the things that you're saying in that we have an opportunity as a business community to help extract the talent from all young people. But what do you think is what do you think are some of the challenges for the young people themselves to adapt to the world of business, whether it's employment or entrepreneurship?
I think it's multifaceted. I think one of the first key things is a lot of young people don't recognize, or they don't have the right role models in place to allow them to actually see that the skills that they carry can be utilized in a positive light. So the role models that they're around allow them to kind of say, well, you're very creative, but utilize it in a negative light, sell drugs, and there's not the right people around them to say, actually, you see that same skill where you're counting and you're strategically thinking about how you can move drugs across the country, you can utilize that same skill within the corporate sense. So I think that's one key thing, is there's not a lot of relatable role models in the spaces to help inspire them. But then I guess when you look at the young person themselves, they don't have the right aspirations. And I think there's a culture of instant gratification where young people want things then and they want it now. And I think if young people was able to say to themselves, wait, hang on, it's not just about changing, like impacting my personal life, but how can I impact the wider world around me? How can I impact my friends? How can I impact my family? I think they would then start to say, okay, well, forget about chasing money, forgetting about pursuing what I want and gratification for myself. How can I pursue things that will positively change things around me? So I think there's two things: relatable role models, and then just a shift in mindset away from my own personal desires as a young person and actually wanting to impact and create a legacy.
Fantastic.
So, yeah.
Well, Yeshua, I wish we had more time to really dive into a lot of the things that you've highlighted. But I think what I've taken away from what you're saying is many people find themselves in negative situations and make negative decisions. But if we just look at the talent that they have and move that talent alongside the shift in mindset, they can open up a whole new world of opportunity that both they can and the organisations that are supporting them can benefit from. And you talk about relatable role models. Well, I actually think you are one of them, and I truly believe that we need more of you across many of our communities, both local and business communities, to see that change happen for the foreseeable future. So thank you very much for your time today, and look forward to hearing more about the programme in due course.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you.
So that's been Yeshua Carter, EY, an amazing young man, doing some amazing things. And so just want to link back to the studio, and we'll see you soon.